60-year-old Dwayne Kaysen has been arrested for driving under the influence after a crash this afternoon just west of Jamestown. Highway Patrol says Kaysen was driving towards Jamestown eastbound when he lost control of the vehicle and went into a slough across open water, then came to rest in some cattails. Kaysen has minor injuries, being cared for at the Jamestown Regional Medical Center. Authorities say his passenger was not seriously hurt.